Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand, something that looks ordinary, something that could easily be ignored by thousands of people, but hidden inside that tiny coin could be a forgotten story, a piece of history, and a collector's dream that has survived for decades. Every year, millions of coins pass through people's hands. Most are forgotten. Most disappear into drawers, jars, or old collections. But a tiny number of coins become legends. Today, we are uncovering 3 ultra-rare coins that have captured the attention of collectors and treasure hunters around the world. These are not just coins. They are historical time capsules carrying stories from another era. And the first coin we reveal today is especially fascinating because many people would never believe that such a small denomination could become one of the most desirable treasures in the collecting world. Stay with me until the end, because the final coin in this video is the kind of discovery that makes collectors look twice at every old coin they find. Welcome back to American Coin Secrets, where we bring you freshly researched coin stories, rare discoveries, and fascinating updates every day. Now let's unlock the mystery behind our first hidden treasure. First up, there are coins that simply represent money, and then there are coins that represent a moment in time. The Turkey 25 kurus from 1969 belongs to the second category. At first glance, this coin may appear simple. It does not have the enormous size or flashy appearance that many people expect from a valuable collectible. But the world of rare coins has always rewarded something much deeper: history, scarcity, condition, and the story behind the piece. And this is exactly where the mystery begins. A coin like this carries with it the atmosphere of Turkey during the late 1960s, a period of social change, economic transformation, and national development. Every mark, every design element, and every detail on this coin connects collectors with a specific chapter of history. Imagine this coin being produced more than half a century ago. Since then, countless examples have been lost, damaged, circulated heavily, or simply forgotten. Time becomes the greatest challenge for coins like this, because when decades pass, surviving examples become more interesting. Collectors are not only searching for metal, they are searching for preservation of history. The Turkey 25 kurus 1969 represents a fascinating combination of age, design, and collector interest. It reminds us that valuable treasures are not always hidden inside massive collections or museums. Sometimes they exist quietly among forgotten items, waiting for someone with knowledge to recognize their importance. The 1969 Turkey 25 kurus coin was created during an important era for Turkish coinage. Coins from this period reflect the identity and economic environment of the Turkish Republic during the second half of the 20th century. The design elements found on Turkish coins from this era often carry national symbolism, representing the country's heritage and identity. For collectors, understanding the historical background of a coin is one of the most important parts of appreciating its value. A coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a physical connection to the people, economy, and culture of the time when it was created. The composition of these coins also plays an important role in collector interest. The materials used, the manufacturing process, and the survival rate all influence how collectors view a particular issue. Over the years, coins experience countless challenges. They are exposed to circulation, handling, environmental conditions, and storage mistakes. A coin that survives decades while maintaining strong details becomes much more interesting to serious collectors. This is why condition matters so much. A rare coin in poor shape tells a story of survival. A rare coin in better condition tells a story of preservation, and collectors value that difference. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Turkey 25 kurus 1969 is that its importance is not based only on appearance. The real attraction comes from the combination of several factors working together. First, there is the historical connection. This coin represents a specific moment in Turkey's monetary history. Second, there is the challenge of finding examples that have maintained collectible quality after decades. Third, there is the excitement of discovery. Many collectors know that the thrill of coin collecting comes from the possibility that an overlooked piece could have a much greater story than expected. A coin sitting quietly for years can suddenly become the center of attention when collectors recognize its rarity and importance. The smallest details can matter. the sharpness of the design, the preservation of the surface, the overall condition, the way the coin has survived through time. These details separate everyday coins from pieces that attract serious collector interest. For enthusiasts, discovering a coin like this is not simply about owning an object. It is about owning a piece of history. The world of coin collecting is built on rarity and demand. Collectors constantly search for coins that combine historical importance with limited availability. The Turkey 25, Kurus 1969, has gained attention because examples in collectible condition are not something that appear every day. When a coin becomes difficult to locate, interest naturally increases among collectors who want to complete collections, preserve history, or own unusual pieces. Condition is especially important. A fine condition example represents a coin that has experienced circulation but still retains recognizable details and collectible appeal. For collectors, finding a coin from 1969 in this condition can create a special sense of discovery. It is a reminder that every old coin has a journey. Some coins survive because someone carefully protected them. Others survive because they were simply lucky enough to avoid destruction. And those surviving pieces become the treasures collectors search for. Now comes the moment many collectors have been waiting for. The question is, how much attention can a rare historical coin like this attract in today's market? For a Turkey 25 Kurus 1969 in fine condition, the current market value you provided is $58,000. This figure represents the level of interest and demand associated with this specific rare coin example. A coin valued at this level is more than a collectible. It represents a remarkable piece of numismatic history that has become highly desirable among collectors. Finding a coin like this would be an unforgettable moment for any collector, because holding such a piece means holding a rare connection to the past. The world of rare coins continues to surprise people because treasures can sometimes remain hidden for decades before their importance is recognized. If you ever come across a coin like this, careful handling is extremely important. Never clean an old collectible coin aggressively. Cleaning can damage the original surface and reduce collector appeal. Always examine the details carefully. Look at the date. Study the design. Observe the condition. And compare it with trusted references or professional evaluations. Knowledge is the greatest tool a collector can have. The difference between an ordinary coin and a rare treasure is often the ability to recognize what others overlook. The Turkey 25 Kurus 1969 teaches us one unforgettable lesson. A coin's true power is not always visible at first glance. Behind every rare coin is a story. Behind every surviving detail is a journey. And behind every discovery is the possibility that history has placed something extraordinary into someone's hands. This coin represents the excitement of the collecting world, where patience, knowledge, and curiosity can reveal hidden treasures. And remember, this is only the beginning, because the next rare coin we are about to uncover carries its own incredible story, unique mystery, and collector excitement. Make sure you stay with American Coin Secrets, because we bring you freshly updated coin discoveries and fascinating stories every day. The journey into the world of rare treasures has just started. Next up, there are moments in the world of coin collecting when a discovery feels almost unbelievable. A collector opens an old collection. A forgotten box is moved after years. A small coin appears among ordinary pieces. At first, it looks like just another everyday coin. Something simple. Something that many people might overlook without giving it a second thought. But this is exactly where the excitement begins. Because in the world of rare coins, appearances can be extremely misleading. Some of the most fascinating treasures are not always ancient coins from hundreds of years ago. Sometimes, a coin from a more recent era can create enormous excitement when collectors discover that certain examples are exceptionally difficult to find. And today, we are looking at a coin that perfectly represents this mystery. The Malaysia 20 sen from 2010. A coin that belongs to a modern period, yet has attracted attention because of its rarity, condition, denim, and collector demand. This is the kind of coin that reminds every collector of one important truth. Never judge a coin only by its size, denomination, or age, because sometimes hidden value comes from the story behind the coin. Welcome back to American Coin Secrets, where we bring you freshly updated rare coin discoveries, collector stories, and fascinating treasures from around the world every day. Now, let's uncover what makes this Malaysian coin such an interesting piece in the collecting world. The year 2010 was an important period in modern Malaysian coin history. Malaysia had already developed a strong national identity through its currency designs, and its coins reflected important symbols connected to the country's heritage, culture, and economic progress. The 20 sen denomination has played an important role in Malaysia's circulation history. For many years, these coins were used in everyday transactions, moving from one person's hands to another. And that journey is what makes collecting modern coins so fascinating. Every circulated coin has a story. One coin may have traveled through countless transactions. Another may have been saved by someone who recognized its importance. Another may have disappeared from circulation completely. Over time, these differences create rarity. The Malaysia 20 sen 2010 represents a piece of modern history. It captures a specific moment when the country's coinage system continued evolving, while maintaining recognizable national designs. For collectors, coins from this period are more than simple currency. They are reminders of how nations represent themselves through everyday objects. A small coin can carry national symbols, artistic choices, and historical meaning. And when a coin becomes difficult to locate in desirable condition, collectors begin paying much closer attention. The Malaysia 20 sen 2010 was produced as part of Malaysia's modern coinage system, designed for practical circulation while maintaining durability and recognizable appearance. The materials used in modern circulating coins are carefully selected to balance durability, cost, and appearance. Unlike precious metal coins that attract attention because of gold or silver content, modern collectible coins often gain importance through another powerful combination: scarcity, condition, demand. This is what makes certain modern coins so exciting. Their value is not necessarily hidden in the metal itself. Their value comes from the story of survival. A coin that has spent years in circulation faces many challenges: scratches, wear, environmental exposure, improper storage, daily handling. Most coins experience these conditions. But when a coin survives and remains in collectible fine condition, it becomes much more interesting to collectors who are searching for examples with strong appeal. The fascinating thing about the Malaysia 20 sen 2010 is that its attraction comes from the combination of several important factors. The first factor is its connection to modern Malaysian history. The second factor is the challenge of finding examples that collectors consider desirable. The third factor is the excitement of discovering something unexpected. Many people believe that only very old coins can become valuable. But experienced collectors understand something different. A coin does not need to be centuries old to become interesting. A coin becomes special when collectors recognize that it has characteristics separating it from ordinary examples. This is where rarity creates excitement. Imagine thousands of people seeing a similar coin and never realizing its potential significance. Then imagine a knowledgeable collector looking carefully and noticing the details that others missed. That moment of discovery is what drives the passion behind coin collecting. A rare coin is not just an object. It is a story waiting to be discovered. The demand for rare coins is built on one simple principle: collectors want what is difficult to obtain. When a coin becomes harder to find, especially in collectible condition, interest can increase among people who want to add unique pieces to their collections. The Malaysia 20 sen 2010 has gained attention because collectors searching for specific examples understand that condition plays a major role. A fine condition example represents a coin that has experienced circulation while still maintaining recognizable details and collector appeal. For collectors, this balance is fascinating. It shows that the coin has traveled through history but still survived with enough character to remain desirable. Every mark represents part of its journey. Every preserved detail adds to its story. And every collector who discovers one becomes part of that story. The excitement comes from knowing that even modern coins can sometimes become highly sought-after pieces when rarity and demand come together. Now comes the moment many viewers have been waiting for. After understanding the history, rarity, and collector interest behind this coin, the biggest question remains: what is the current market value of this rare example? The Malaysia 20 sen, 2010 in fine condition, has a current market value of $40,000. This level of value shows how powerful collector demand can become when a coin has the right combination of rarity and desirability. A small coin can represent a remarkable discovery. A piece that many people might overlook can become a major highlight in a serious collection. This is why collectors always say, knowledge creates opportunity. Because without knowledge, a rare coin may remain unnoticed. If you are searching through old coins, never ignore modern-looking pieces. Many collectors make the mistake of only looking for extremely old coins. But valuable discoveries can appear in unexpected places. Always examine the year, the condition, the design details, the overall preservation, the story behind the coin. Avoid damaging coins through harsh cleaning methods because original surfaces are extremely important to collectors. A careful collector does not simply search for coins. A careful collector searches for history. And sometimes history appears in the smallest places. The Malaysia 20 sen 2010 teaches collectors an unforgettable lesson. A treasure does not always announce itself. Sometimes it quietly waits to be recognized. This coin represents the excitement of modern collecting. The possibility that something ordinary-looking may actually be a rare and fascinating piece of history. The world of coins is full of surprises. Every collection has a story. Every coin has a journey. And every discovery begins with someone taking the time to look closer. This is why American Coin Secrets continues bringing you freshly updated coin stories, rare discoveries, and collector mysteries every day. But our journey is not finished yet, because the final coin in today's countdown carries another incredible story. A coin that will reveal why rare treasures continue to fascinate collectors around the world. Stay tuned for the final discovery. The biggest surprise is still waiting. Next up, after discovering two fascinating coins, we now arrive at the final treasure in today's journey. And this one takes us deep into the history, culture, and tradition of Thailand. Because sometimes the most unforgettable coins are not the ones covered in gold or decorated with extraordinary designs. Sometimes the most fascinating treasures are the coins that quietly traveled through everyday life, passed from hand to hand, survived decades of change, and remained as a connection to a remarkable period in history. Today we uncover the mystery behind the Thailand 1 baht, 1977, a coin that represents an important chapter of Thai coinage and has become a fascinating piece for collectors searching for rare and desirable examples. This is the type of coin that teaches collectors one powerful lesson. A coin's story can be far more valuable than its size. Because behind this small piece of metal is a connection to a nation's history, a royal era, and a time that can never be repeated. Welcome back to American Coin Secrets, where we bring you freshly updated rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures, and collector stories every day. Now, let's reveal why this 1977 Thai coin continues to capture attention among collectors. The year 1977 was a significant period in Thailand's modern history. This coin was issued during the reign of King Bhumibol Adulyadej Rama IX, one of Thailand's most recognized and respected monarchs. Coins from this era carry not only monetary value, but also a connection to a specific chapter of Thailand's national story. For collectors, coins from the reign of Rama IX are especially interesting because they represent decades of social, economic, and cultural development. The Thailand 1 baht, 1977, was part of the country's circulating coinage system, meaning it was created for everyday use. Millions of people would have handled these coins during normal transactions. But time changes everything. Coins that once seemed ordinary can become fascinating historical objects decades later. The journey of a circulation coin is unique. Some disappear. Some become damaged. Some are lost forever. And some survive in collectible condition, becoming important pieces for people who appreciate history and numismatics. The 1977 date is also significant because Thailand uses the Buddhist-era calendar system on its coins. The date shown as 2520 BE corresponds to 1977 AD. N. Numista. This gives the coin an additional layer of cultural identity that makes it especially interesting to international collectors. The Thailand 1 baht, 1977 is a classic example of Thailand's copper-nickel coinage from this era. The coin has a round shape and was designed for durability, allowing it to survive years of circulation. The standard 1977 1 baht issue is listed as copper-nickel, weighing about 7 grams and measuring approximately 25 millimeters in diameter. The obverse features the portrait of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, representing the royal connection that appears on many Thai coins from this period. The reverse design includes the famous Suphanahong royal barge, a symbol deeply connected with Thai royal tradition and ceremony. This design choice makes the coin more than just currency. It becomes a small piece of national artwork. Every symbol placed on a coin has meaning. Every detail reflects the culture and identity of the country that created it. For collectors, these details create emotional connections. They are not simply collecting metal. They are preserving history. The true fascination behind the Thailand 1 baht 1977 comes from the combination of age, historical importance, and collector interest. One of the most attractive features is the connection to the Raman IX era. Coins from important historical periods often gain attention because they allow collectors to own something connected to a memorable time. Another special feature is the design itself. The portrait of King Bhumibol and the royal barge imagery create a powerful combination of tradition and national identity. Numista. When collectors examine this coin, they are not only looking at numbers and metal. They are looking at craftsmanship. They are looking at symbolism. They are looking at a piece of Thailand's story. And that emotional connection is one of the strongest forces in the collecting world. A rare coin becomes special when it creates a feeling. When someone holds it, they are not just holding an object. They are holding a moment from the past. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Many people assume that only ancient coins can become valuable. But experienced collectors understand that rarity can appear in many different forms. A coin can become desirable because of its historical importance, because of limited availability, because of condition, or because collectors around the world begin searching for examples to complete their collections. The Thailand 1 baht 1977 represents a fascinating collectible because it combines a recognizable historical period with strong cultural importance. A fine condition example shows evidence of its journey while still preserving important details. That balance creates interest. Collectors often appreciate coins that tell a story. A perfectly untouched coin may show preservation, but a circulated coin can show history. Every small mark can represent years of movement through the world. Every remaining detail is evidence that the coin survived. And survival itself is part of the story. Now we reach the moment that every collector wants to know. After exploring the history, design, and collector excitement behind this coin, the biggest question remains: what is the current market value of this rare example? The Thailand 1 baht 1977 in fine condition has a current market value of $74,000. This value represents the level of interest and demand connected with this rare coin example. A coin at this level is not simply a piece of currency. It represents a remarkable collectible discovery, a historical object that connects collectors with Thailand's past. Finding a coin like this would be an unforgettable moment for anyone passionate about collecting, because the excitement of rare coins comes from one incredible possibility. Something small and overlooked can become something truly extraordinary. If you are searching through old foreign coins, always remember that knowledge is your greatest advantage. Never ignore international coins. Never assume a common-looking coin has no importance. Always check the year, the condition, the design details, the overall preservation, and the story behind the coin. Handle collectible coins carefully. Avoid harsh cleaning because original surfaces are extremely important to collectors. A coin's original appearance is part of its history. The best collectors are not only people who own rare coins. They are people who understand why those coins matter. The Thailand 1 baht 1977 reminds us why coin collecting continues to inspire millions of people around the world. A small object can carry a huge story. A simple piece of currency can connect generations. A forgotten coin can become a fascinating discovery. The true magic of collecting is the search, the curiosity, the moment when someone looks closer and realizes, this is not just a coin. This is history. This is a memory. This is a treasure from another time. Thank you for joining American Coin Secrets, where we bring you freshly updated rare coin stories, valuable discoveries, and hidden treasures every day. Remember, the next incredible discovery could be waiting anywhere. Keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the story behind an old coin.